How are you always here, like, right away? Just get that push notification on your phone and be like, yes, time to tune into that dank Skullgirls Get Gr8. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Skullgirls Get Gr8. This is the audio test. We will be starting soon. Please let me know if any of the commentators this week are a little too loud or a little too quiet. We want all of us to be about equally as loud. It's only gonna be me, probably. The game should be just barely audible. You're watching LCS, or you're already on Twitch. Ah. Good shit. Yeah, audio test. If there are any recommendations that you would like to provide, please feel free to do so. We want the stream to be just perfect for you. Put you on the mic. Why do you want to be on the mic? They know about your SoundCloud already, my guy. Alright, I'm in the Discord.
Hey, you know what it is, SoundCloud.com/KenTheG, you know what it is.
What's happening in LCS? Anything exciting?
So G2 just beat Rogue, but in like a really sloppy 5-game series, so not good as a G2 fan. That's not looking good.
Damn, unfortunate.
Also, DRX got destroyed by Damwon Gaming in Korea for the finals. But yeah, so because what's it called? So G2 plays Fnatic for the finals of the LEC tomorrow. And
is it double elimination? Or...
It's double elimination, but there's no like advantage to being on winner side except for side selection.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah, it's weird because like they got an extra world seed, so like this would have made more sense when they only had 3, but now they had 4, and so it kind of like made their format suck more.
So, statistically speaking, it is logical to lose in winners finals, right? Because you get information on your opponent, and you get to play them again with no benefit.
No, because one, you like have to play. They had to play an extra best of 5 against Rogue this time, so they had to play an extra best of 5, and then tomorrow they have to play Fnatic, right? So you have to play 2 best of 5s back to back. So you have to prep for 2 teams, like in a week. Whereas Fnatic has only prepped for 1. Sure. And G2 just played a 5-game. G2 just played a 5-game set. So like they showed a lot of what they already have, right? So like they just gave like a full set.
It's a double-edged sword. Yeah.
And again, also you get side selection for if you're in winner side.
Oh, okay. Does that ever matter?
It does. Blue statistics. It's like playing white in chess. It has like a non-negligible advantage. Yeah, it like blue statistically wins more, but like you have to be able to play both sides, right?
Obviously, right.
And then some teams prefer red because there's more counter picks on that side. So depending on what the meta is, like it like matters. Like because right now Caitlyn, like there's an 80 carry Caitlyn. She's like an auto ban. Like she has to be banned every game, so like red side loses a ban essentially.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, like so it depends on what the meta is. Like if there's a must ban champion, then red side gets significantly weaker. But if counter picks are really important, then like it depends on the meta. But
one thing like I never understood is why they don't do the Tekken thing where rotate the map, like just like make it look like you're on blue side if you're on red side. You know what I mean?
They said why, like, years ago, like, when League first started. Because, like, like, back in the day, people used to complain that the UI, like, covered the map, so it was harder to play on red side.
Yeah. Straight up,
but,
it really is.
I forget why they said they didn't do that, like, do the perspective switch, but...
I mean, giving League's past record, I'm gonna assume it's because they designed it from the ground up in a way that would make it almost impossible. Like,
yeah, like, they
with spaghetti.
People asked like way back in the day, like, and they had an actual answer. I forget what it was though.
I remember people asking. I don't remember them giving an answer. Back in the alpha days, it's like, hey, can you do this since you're still like basically making this from scratch? And they're like, no. And we're like, all right. I'm glad you're joining me now though, because I did not want you to witness the worst neutral I've played in probably the last 3 years. I just got hit
What'd
by
you do?
everything. I just played like...
Oh, in Skullgirls?
Yeah. I mean, I took... Like, in my head, like, cause, I don't know if it's my brain just being filled up or it's ironed out too many wrinkles this morning, but, like... I keep echoing the words that you told me where it's like, oh, the mix-up starts at dash-up grab, or dash-up jab, and I'm like, alright, let's do this. And I just tried to dash-up jab way more than it was ever whatsoever acceptable.
And then you just start blocking with your face?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I just played a long-ass set of Dragon Ball FighterZ with the random guy, and I won like 7 games, and then he won one and left, and I'm like, come on, man.
Yo, like, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Like, every match, people would just leave as soon as they're even with me. So I'd be up, like, 9-7, they'd get to 9 and then leave. And I'm like, oh, okay. I guess we'll never see what happens.
Yeah, people do that. It's annoying. Also, you just, like, can't rage quit in Dragon Ball anymore. It's OD.
Wait, why? What happens?
They'll ban you for a week.
A week? Oh my god, that's so much.
And if you do it a lot, they'll just permaban you.
Do you have to have, like, X amount of strikes against you or something? Like, how...
No,
one rage quit, boom, you can't queue up for 7 days.
I think it's one, like...
That's borderline very stupid.
I mean, I'm with it. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but, like, what about DCs? Like, what about internet connection stuff?
They say, like, they have detection for it, but, like... Who knows? Like, I forget, because, like, they're obviously being cagey about how many times it takes, because I think it's also based on, like, because they've been collecting this data, right? Like, you could see if someone's disconnect rate was over a certain threshold, like they wouldn't say what that fucking threshold is, right, on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, so I don't know if they're, like, putting that into account, but, like, the day the update went out, like, people were already banned. Because, like, rage quitting's such a huge problem in Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Right, but if they had the technology to detect, like, connection things, what's stopping me from just pulling out my Ethernet cable?
I don't know.
This good old Dota days, where it's just like, fuck this game, I'm gonna rage quit, and you just pull out your Ethernet cable.
Yeah, I mean, like, and there's obviously the line, like, yo, if, like, you think this isn't due to rage quitting, this is DCing, like, contact customer service, or whatever, but...
7 days for an offense. That's insane. It should compound. It should be like your first offense is like...
It does compound. That's the thing. You'll eventually get permabanned for doing it. It's like, yo,
7 days is like quite the threshold to start with. Like, I don't know. It's a little...
I think it needs to be a big enough thing. Otherwise, people are like, oh yeah, I'll just get banned for a day. Who cares? Like, people do that in League used to do that in League all the time, and now AF, like, rage quitting has a much higher, like... If you get lever busted, rather, which...
Right, but if it was like 1 hour, 1 day, like, then 3 days, then 1 week, then a month, then a year, then permaban, then it's like you only get to rage quit like 5-6 times. It's a punch card. You only get to do it 6 times. If every player of Dragon Ball could only rage quit 6 times, like, that's not that big of a deal. Because, like, almost no one... It would never happen, pretty much. Because, like, you get 6 chances, then you're just permabanned.
I don't know. I think you just gotta have a hard line with this, like, because otherwise it's just like, oh, well, I just burn the one and then, like, I'll just wait till it resets. Or, like, I'll just wait till it's, like, a really important, like, game, right? And then I'll just do it.
I think it's like, what's it called? Like, crazy drivers on the road, where it's just like, if someone cuts me off, I just, like, especially because I just drove so much in Jersey, like, if someone cuts me off, I'm just like, okay, yeah, that's normal, like, this person's just trying to get somewhere, I get it, like, maybe they need to go to the hospital, I don't fucking know their day, they can do whatever they want, like, it's not a big deal to me, and, like, I just assume the same thing, like, what if their family calls them, it's just like, what are they gonna do, just, like, drop their controller and walk away, I guess, like, I guess they have to now, they're not allowed to hold their 4.
I mean, that was the fucking thing, too. Like, I remember back in the day, like, there is posts on League of Legends forums, like, hey, parents, like, if you're mad at your kids, like, don't, like, tell them to get off, don't, like, turn off their computer, because, like, that you're hurting 4 other people. And someone's like, man, if I want to discipline my kid, like, and, like, they need to stop playing fucking video games, I don't give a fuck what happens to your game. Like...
Yes. For real.
Yeah, it's like, well, I'm gonna, like, let him finish the game because I don't want him to get lever busted in League, like, fuck that.
Yeah. I specifically don't like the idea of unplugging a computer just because it damages the hardware. Like,
Yeah, I mean, like you know what I mean. Like, I don't think it's like actually
yeah.
like you tell your kid to get off and like they
like,
don't.
just turn off the Wi-Fi. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like,
yeah.
yeah, but like
Next time,
you know what I mean.
like, I just tell my kid to like schedule better, where it's just like you fucking know when we're eating dinner. Like, just do the thing.
Yeah. That was a problem for me in the beginning because like when I first started playing League, I didn't know games took like a fucking hour. So I'd always just like leave games because I would not apportion a fucking hour for fucking games.
Yeah. Alright, what's happening? What do we got? We got BMH, we got Clangy, hello, Turgtos, hello, Grey Arsenic, good games earlier, Local Dunce, to you as well, Doc, to you as well, and Dose Whales, hello. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody, welcome to Skullgirls Get Gr8. What we do here is we try to match you up against a relatively even opponent and then provide constructive criticism on your play. We won't tell you everything that's wrong with your play because I'm too dumb to do that, but also because it's going to overwhelm your brain, and we don't want to do that. We want to give you a little bit to work on every week so you or just improving one step at a time, because learning happens in steps. With me today is Kenji, who is the brains of the operation. Hello.
SoundCloud.com/KenTheG, you know what it is, you know the deal, you know what I'm saying? SoundCloud.com/KenTheG, peep the scene, preen the product, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if enough people check it out, it's very possible that Kenji will upload maybe more than one song every 3 years.
Yeah.
Probably not, though.
Probably not. You know what I'm saying? New hotness coming out real soon. You know what I'm saying? Real soon, real soon. You know what it is. You know once, and then you know that's the track that's gonna take us out the hood, man. You know what I'm saying? So like,
imagine ever uploading your music. Yeah, for real. Let's see. Should we get started? I think we should just get started. Or where are we? What's happening? Give me 1 second. Tournament all weeks. One game. Finals. Alright, so right away, Rojo has to bail. Okay. They're not the ones playing right away anyway, so that works out nicely.
also anyone in the chat, you know what I'm saying? If you want to do something better with your lives and watch a stream, check out the Baby Otter live stream. Baby Otter live stream. Go support the Vancouver Aquarium and the Marine Mammal Rescue Center.
Is it 24/7?
Yeah, dude.
Don't they also have a penguin one? I heard another zoo started doing a penguin one ever since COVID happened.
Oh yeah, but they rescued this baby otter like a month ago, 2 months ago. Mm-hmm. So he's drinking a bottle right now. It's the fucking cutest shit. So yeah, if y'all want to just like make better use of your time, like fucking watch the baby otter live stream. Shout out to Joey the baby otter. And that if you can support them, because the Vancouver Aquarium this year has had to lay off over 300 employees, and they're closing to the public on the 7th because like they need to figure out how to do new shit. Like running an aquarium with the Marine Mammal Rescue Center is very expensive, so if you can afford to support them, I would encourage you to.
Dunce, this man keeps shilling things that aren't this stream because you're already here. So this I feel like it's weird to shill a stream when you're already watching the stream. It's like come check out my stream. Like I already.
But okay, fine. But if y'all have any other money after you support the Vancouver Aquarium, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, drop a like, drop a subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Smash that notification button. All right. You know what I'm saying? Rate 5 stars. Donate your bits. Find the stream on Live Jasmine. You know what I'm saying?
Live Jazz? What the fuck is that?
Live Jasmine's a cam girl site.
Did not
you ever get the fucking ads for like Live Jasmine whenever you're like watching porn or anything?
No, not really.
Dude, those ads are everywhere. Or else they used to be everywhere. I don't know if they still are, but they used to be.
Maybe Adblock's taking care of them. Regardless, let's go ahead and get started. Where are we? Oh yeah, okay. So, first up today will be Doc versus Danmist. Danmist had to bail, so we're actually gonna get Doc versus QB. QB, are you here?
The Darkstalkers character?
QB? It's like the squiggly player. I don't know if they're supposed to be the Darkstalker character, but I don't think so.
Man, Darkstalkers is a game I wish I could get into.
Darkstalkers is pretty fun, but it's definitely old. Like, you can... I don't know. Like you can feel its age. Like it has not.
Yeah,
Really
it just like
cracked
it.
up.
Yeah, it just like doesn't feel good. Kind of in that way that like Accent Core doesn't really like feel
Yeah,
good.
exactly. Like it feels almost exactly like Accent Core, where it's like, all right, like this is dope. This game is great, but like it hasn't aged perfectly.
Yeah, like I tried a couple times too. Where I told you I talked to Dine about it. I talked to Ratanabor about it, and then like, no, it's just like, man, this game isn't for me. Like, oh, can you not do? I'm like, no, I can do all the fucking short hop Sasquatch everything. It's just like not fun.
Let's see. Where you at, QB? They said 1 sec, so they'll be here soon. I mean, they were supposed to play a lot later, so just suddenly people not being able to join is shifting things around a little bit.
Yeah, it does. Incredibly sloppy series from G2. They almost threw Game 5 too after having like an insane lead.
I feel like I'm surprised. Honestly, at the end of this year, I expected like a lot of people to play really, really well, just because I mean, what else are people doing? But like even in StarCraft, like people are playing really sloppy this GSL season.
Yeah, it sucks because like I want like G2 is like the team I would like to win Worlds, and they got second in the world last Worlds. But then after having a really dominant spring, they've had a pretty lackluster summer for them.
Unfortunate.
So it's looking like they're gonna probably not beat Fnatic tomorrow.
I think the only team I ever cared about was Moscow 5. And the only player I ever cared about was not on Moscow 5. I can't even remember his name. Who's the dude that was known for Zenivia?
Froggen.
No. Wait. Yes, it is Froggen.
Froggen, who's not even a professional American player right now.
Yeah, I mean,
he can't even hang in America.
I learned so much just from watching him a couple of times. Like, he's really, really good at the game.
Yeah, it's just like, yo, stall the game for as long as humanly possible. Alright, is this dude not here also?
QB's... They said 1 sec, so presumably they'll be here soon.
Alright, bet.
QB... ETA?
Yes, CLG true. Remember when Dignitas had an EU team? What NA teams made it to Worlds? So top 3's locked in, but seeding isn't. FlyQuest is waiting winner sides Grands to fight the winner of TL and TSM, who are playing right now. So FlyQuest is guaranteed at least 2nd seed, and then TL, TSM, and Fly are anywhere, TL and TSM are anywhere from 1 to 3. And it hasn't looked good in years, man. Like, I stopped playing for like 5 years, or 6 maybe, I don't know. And like, I come back, and apparently like, NA's just like not even like close to as good as EU anymore. EU's like better than Korea. Like, what the fuck? And like NA's just more and more made up of like import players. Yeah, I mean MSI finals, right? But then like they flamed out like super hard in groups at Worlds. Like that was like clearly just like a flash in the pan, and then TL like kind of fell apart. But yeah, I don't know, because like
patient, Doc. By the way, like I appreciate that you're waiting. QB will be here in a moment.
Cause it's weird that like, because most other games have seen kind of that compression of like Asia not being like super dominant. You know what I mean? Like fighting games, it's not just Japanese players winning anymore. You know what I mean? Like Korean dominance in Tekken's like pretty much over.
That's a part of history. Well, I mean, like, it used to be, like, just only Koreans won, and then, like, it spread around a little bit, and then one time the American won with, what's his face? Jack, I think, was fucking hilarious. No, it wasn't Jack, it was Paul, right, because that's how the American punch happened. So...
Yeah, so it's, like, it's kind of interesting, right, because, like, this was, like, the generation where, like, fighting games stopped being, like, completely taken over by Asian players.
And we talk every now and then about like how much a local scene influences your ability to succeed, right? Like where you just have to have access to the resources and the people to really do well. That's why like all the best Skullgirls players are all in like New England area. Like that's just where everyone is. And in the same way, I feel like that's become more accessible now. Like, that's one of the nice things that's come over the overgrowth of the FGC, where it's like now almost everywhere you can probably get to a local scene. And the people who are super into it are really dedicated too. They're like, there are plenty of people who just drive 3 hours to get to a local. Pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't agree with Ellis's point there. Like, he just like fetishizes like those old like Korean StarCraft days and shit like way too much. To like that he thinks that like Asian culture is like inherently superior for like competitive gaming. Like, I don't think that's true at all. Yeah, but I mean, like, that was the thing with like Pakistan, right? Like, it's just like, yo, they're all just like insane. They have like most of the like character like roster covered, and they've been playing for forever. I really wonder how they're gonna do right now. I've been watching like some of this stuff that like Bilal was doing, and like, dude, it's fucking crazy. Like some of the shit that like you see there. Like, one of their top players is a fucking Marduk player. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, where is this guy? Like, straight up, is he taking too long?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
If
I'm taking a lot of time to join. Please drop me. My PC is having issues.
Okay. It's been like close to 10 minutes, man. Like,
it has been close to 10 minutes.
But I don't even know if like locals really matter that much on it, like for poverty fighting games. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, for poverty fighting games, there are no local scenes in general. So it's like,
I'm like, okay, like look at
play with is good enough.
Yeah, look at Skullgirls, right? Like, probably the strongest like local scene, right? Pre all this shit was SoCal, right? And like, SoCal sucks. Like, SoCal has no like fucking bench strength. Like, there's no depth to their fucking like to like the player base in SoCal. Even back then, right? It was Wing, and like no one else could even come close to breaking top 8. I think Stuff came close like a couple times.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, like Wing is like, that's it.
Yeah.
We got a bunch warmer, and then that's it. That's about it. I got nothing else.
Yeah, but and then you look at like New York, right? Who had the other team? They had, you know, Sage, Sonic, like Mock, and then right below that, you know, was like Ken and Black. I know was in New Jersey, but I'm gonna count him, and then Shade. And then Cloud again, New Jersey, but I'm gonna count him. Like,
yeah, I mean, I think it's just general access to players that know what they're doing in general. Like before, when Americans fought in Korea, this is like the first time they would see the Korean meta. You know, that's not a thing anymore. People stream their tech all the time. Like, people are like constantly practicing. There's also just online play now. So like, poverty games don't have that same level of support. I mean, we're trying to get there with like Fightcade and all that stuff, but. Before we get too far into that, let's get Doc and an opponent. QB is dropping out for the time being because they can't get their computer to work.
Looks like Variant wants to play him. Is he already signed up?
Variant is not signed up, so yeah, actually they are. They are signed up.
Okay.
That's fine. Yeah, just go ahead and play. I don't care. Let's get a game going. Also, Doc's on a time limit.
Yeah, why's my thumb hurting, dude? My thumb feels like, I don't know. Like, hurts. Oh. Maybe I fucked it up working out this morning. I don't know.
Do them wrist exercises.
I mean, but why would my thumb hurt then?
It's connected. Like, whenever my wrist, what's it called? Whenever my carpal tunnel's flaring up, I definitely feel like shooting pains in my thumb.
Yeah. It also feels like hot, like weirdly.
That sounds like a tendon, but no, I don't know.
Yeah. Like just like the pad of my thumb, like my actual like fingertip, like skin feels hot. It's fucking weird.
Oh, that is weird. I have no idea.
Yeah. And I was like, I was like cutting up some peppers, but that was like 12 hours ago.
Peppers
more than that.
Fingers? Is that a thing?
Yeah, they're hot enough. You can get the hot pepper hands. I mean, just like they can burn your eyes, right? It's the same shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like, I've never held something so spicy that it burned my fingers. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
It doesn't like burn, it just like feels a little hot.
Maybe. Well, it's acidic, isn't it? So acidic should make it feel cold because it's burning the nerves.
I don't think they're acidic. I think what makes them feel hot is capsaicin. Apparently there's like, and what I think what it actually does is, oh no, that's rubbing alcohol, never mind. But yeah, it creates like that burning sensation. Apparently there's like a cactus that has like capsaicin as its like defense mechanism, but it's like 100 times like the hottest pepper, and so like if you get pricked by it, your skin just feels like it's on fire.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and like I think like the Indian like army uses like some sort of like capsaicin grenade too instead of like tear gas.
That's basically what tear gas is anyway. It's just probably a different pepper.
Yeah.
That's what like pepper spray is just literally like it's literally pepper being used as a form of a spray.
Yeah.
Same idea.
Dude, I wonder if there's like a YouTube video of a dude like cooking with pepper spray. That's gotta exist, right?
Probably. I don't know. You can probably hunt it down.
That can't not exist.
How did that work? Alright.
And if you do that, you can cancel that into timpani on reaction too, whether or not it hits.
Yeah. If you're a golden god, you can cancel it into light symbols if you don't want to burn the meter. And not skill.
But then you burn your sound stun.
True. I still think it's more damage overall than fully scaling it with timpani.
I don't know. I wonder. Because then you don't get to do the beat extend into looping.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a thing. Got pre-install combo. I mean, you also did the bigger issue was that when you were attacking your opponent, you got an overhead and then just flew and then stood there instead of like blocking or continuing the pressure, which would have been the best answer. That was probably a drop though. Everyone's dropping everything today.
Man, imagine getting zoned by a parasol as Peacock. Also, like,
oh my
I don't
God,
agree
you
with
your band into that, you freaking maniac.
Yeah. Also, I don't agree with like, yo, back off, then put Lenny down. Put Lenny down when you make them block something. That way you can put it in their fucking grill for like no fucking cost.
Yeah, Lenny is safe normally, but if you have them blocking something, it's fuzz, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I just mean like you have them block like one bomb, then you put Lenny down, and then you can put Lenny on top of them for like free, and then everyone freaks out when Lenny's on top of them and like stops moving.
And Lenny's one of those things where it's like you can't build like the muscle memory to time it because the timing scales based on how much it's been hit, right?
But only hit by you.
That's not true.
Peacock bombs don't change the timer.
Beam super changes the timer.
Yeah, or sorry, not hit by Peacock, I guess I should say.
That's also not true because Argus super detonates it no matter what.
Argus super, that's a fixed interaction though. I'm talking like you're hitting with bombs, it doesn't make it, and like moving it forward, it doesn't make it like it doesn't make it explode.
Really?
Any faster? Yeah. That was like the big change, is that bombs would push it forward and go through it without like putting on a timer. That's why it's so fucking active.
That's really cool, actually, and annoying as hell. But interesting. I guess yeah, that just buys you more time to just to keep dealing chip damage at that point, right? Because like your opponent can't really do anything besides respect it.
Light Hadoken stronger than heavy Hadoken.
Everyone good to go?
Alright, throw out the George. Backing off, going back in. I said confirm.
50-50. Yeah, but you can't 50-50. Parasol off knockdown. With the left right anyway.
Does Peacock? I mean, not that Peacock really needs it, but does Peacock get a confirm off of like throw? Like, can she do anything?
She can hold item into Argus.
Ah, okay.
But you only get level 2, so no pickup. Or no full combo, that's the most you can get.
Unfortunate.
But yeah, I don't think you can get bomb. In the corner, obviously, you can do like whatever the fuck you want, but you use OTG regardless.
Right, I mean, it's a sliding knockdown guaranteed, right? Like, there's no way to hit it out of it before it's a
Yeah,
knockdown.
it uses OTG like as part of its animation.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, you just picked it up with a low. I mean, I guess you just gotta believe sometimes. I see this time where, like, on Twitter, Sage did a survey on, like, if you're about to do a mix, do you go low or do you go overhead? And it was, like, it had, like, 10,000 people voting, and at the end it was just exactly 50-50.
Oh, you can pick up all of that, but you did it wrong. It's level 3 item you can pick up off of it.
Oh my god, that weaving. Good shit.
Yeah. Just refusing to hold M item. There you go. See? Invalidate the entire character. Oh, you could have killed. You could have killed off of that big ground bounce. Fucked up the pick, and then get scared of a non-invincible, non-armored assist with like 30 frames of startup or something like that. You could just bang again there. It's safe. Up.
Oh, that's not the right thing to do there. Good job on Variant side to be aware of that option. Just getting all over and then using jumping hard punch to punish. Like, Peacock's reversal options are all horizontal, so staying above her like that is pretty smart if you can.
Yeah, I mean, if you already whiff, like, hard whiff the bang, and you want to, like, try for something, you can try doing Lenny, like, and then it's like, they might just freak out because they don't know exactly how to combo.
It's kind of, if you're gonna burn a meter, that's like your best option at that point, right? Unless you're gonna DHC. It's either Lenny DHC or Lenny and just dash to the other side and hope for the best.
Yeah, because Argus is just straight up a waste. Also, Lenny will probably get you some frames back, so you might be able to, like, M-bang again. And then they're definitely gonna freak out. Because, like, then they're like, oh shit, this Lenny's, like, kind of active now. Yeah. Especially if I start, like, block stringing.
And I mean, like, there's also probably some people out there who have just experienced, like, Argus's weird hitboxes and are just, like, expecting, like, Parasol to accidentally jump into it. Like, it's not a game plan, though. Like, it's not something you should plan to do, where it's like, I hope Argus acts weird again. Like, it's not, you can't do that. So, the better option in that situation is definitely Lenny. Alright, good games for you guys. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next set since we're already a little bit behind due to technical issues. We're gonna go ahead and get Milk versus Alec in here.
Milk?
Alec played in the last tournament, if I remember correctly. Alec just messaged me saying, sorry, not able to do it right now. What time does Get Gr8 end? Because I want to know if I'll be able to play in time. Jesus.
Damn, y'all gotta learn better time management skills.
I'm crying. Hold on a second. You will still not.
Yeah. Y'all gotta figure out, like, yo, just ask beforehand too. Be like, yo, I gotta do this shit.
Not able to do it right now. Will you?
But yeah, I think, like, mainly it's just, like, playing against Peacock, especially, like, as Painwheel, is, like, you gotta just, like, feather the fucking Hatred Guard through the items. Because, like, the bombs obviously aren't a threat. So it's about you just doing the double flight cancel shit. And then playing, like, Parasol and the Peacock is just, like, people, like, tunnel vision way too hard on doing, like, Emigret Sniper. And it's like, you can Emigret and then use that to approach, because it'll absorb one thing. And then, like, you can just, like, kind of move, because then... And then, like, Peacocks, like, who don't react with the item there, then you, like, get almost a half screen worth of distance, for the most part, if you're dash jumping correctly. Also, again, I don't know why you're not trying for those, like, long-range confirms, like, trying to build 2 meter and then doing the long-range confirms with, like, snipe and install. Or, like, dead snipe install.
That is something about Doc's play I've noticed, that he's actually really hesitant to just burn all his meter. Like, you have meter up the ass with your team. Like, just use it.
Yeah.
Full screen to get another job, just go into Beam Super, set up a Lenny, do whatever the hell you need to.
Yeah, seriously, like, Peacock builds way too much fucking meter. You see how many games I just end with, like, 5 meter, and I'm just like, I don't know.
It's just the thing, right? It's like, every single mechanic that builds you extra meter is used up here. Where it's like, you get, like, what's it called? You get the Kara meter, because you're already burning all your meters, so you're under 1 meter. You get the, like, reset, quote-unquote, meter, where it's just like, your opponent's building almost 0 meter, and you keep on building meter because you keep on hitting your opponent. You're constantly throwing out specials, because that's, like, 80% of your pressure. So, that's all building meter. Like, literally every mechanic in the game that can build you more meter is helping you here. It's insane. Alright, so Alec is iffy and might not be able to make it to the last hour, but doesn't matter, because Milk can't make it either. So, this is a very spaghetti lineup. We're gonna go ahead and get Turg Tossed versus Decalic in here.
Yeah. Y'all gotta learn some better time management skills, that's all I'm saying.
In general, though, I do want to appreciate, like, everyone who does show up after registering. I do really, really appreciate it when you guys are here and available and on time. sometimes it like I understand things come up, but like it does shake up the stream a lot when last minute things kind of fall apart. So for those of you guys who do make it here and wait here until your time is here, I appreciate it. Good work. For the rest of you,
get your shit together.
yeah. All right, Turktos and Decalic are here. Cool. Let's just jump right into it. Go ahead and ready up. Wait, team? What does that mean? You eat it. I take it that you're a solo player. E4AU. There will be enough time.
He plays solo Peacock. So it's really easy to just run at him.
Oh, another... Oh, what was his name? Fideri? The good solo Peacock?
Fideri was like halfway decent at the game, man.
Well, I mean, I know, but what other solo
Don't
Peacock...
shit on my man Fideri like all that. Even though I think... Wasn't he like a giant asshole?
I have no idea.
I thought I remember people not like... Yeah, I mean, I don't either, but I remember people saying that like he's like a huge asshole.
Oh, okay. I never had that issue, but he was the most successful solo Peacock player that I know. I don't know if there's anyone that's like noteworthy. Like Psychopath is there, and he's got results in tournaments and stuff, but he makes a lot of mistakes.
Yeah,
also,
like Fideri was actually kind of nuts, dude. Like he actually was like pretty decent at the game.
I got kicked. Can you radio it?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Solo Philia's getting hit in the corner, and we're backing off with Squiggly for some reason. Y'all gotta learn some resets. Oh, wait, this is beginners, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then y'all gotta learn some resets. And some better combos, too. Like, why aren't you just learning the B&Bs? Top 24 combo breaker? Like, who cares? But, oh my god, you're running Spirals? It's dim. It's just Drill's team. What the hell? I'm not gonna stream one game on Discord. Like, Craig will be back. Are you back in the lobby?
I'm in the lobby. I didn't get kicked from Skullgirls. I got kicked from the game.
Okay. Yeah, like the Squiggly kind of just like did some like pretty poor combo, but like the Philia didn't know how to block anything. I mean, it's just like they're both kind of just pressing buttons, but the Squiggly like knows some like bootleg ass combo. So, like, I don't know why you don't just learn the normal B&B. Like, you're playing Squiggly, you're gonna have to learn how to stancel.
That's one of those things that this is not the first time this has come up in me trying to help a Squiggly player, where they're trying to so hard to avoid stancels. It's like, why though? Like, that's 80% of the reason the character works. There's a lot of players out and guides out there that say, oh, you don't actually need charge. And while that's true, there's no denying the fact that charge is godlike. You're definitely completely fine. She has plenty of tools to keep her plus and neutral and stuff without charge. It's just she's just worse than she already is without charge.
I mean, then you're just gonna get mashed on every time instead of like most of the time.
I mean, to be fair, she gets mashed on every time anyways because her DP is kind of shit.
I mean, having a DP isn't why you get mashed on. You get mashed on because like the character's fucking pressure options are like dog shit.
That's what you mean? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, actual footsie, actual anti-airs. Yeah, I mean, y'all just need to play more. Like, y'all look really like comfortable with the buttons that your characters can throw out. I think you guys just gotta play more and get a feel for like what buttons come out at what speed. And again, like, just learn normal B&Bs. I don't know why you're doing these combos.
Hey, we gotta B&B.
Also, yeah, like people who care about like frame data of jabs, right? It's like, what the fuck does that ever matter?
I mean, I don't know. I think that hell matters. Frame data on jabs.
Why? You did their normal cancelable.
Yeah, but that's first off, that's where the mix starts. Second off, it's your escaping pressure options. Like, you get to find gaps. Like, I don't know about the +9 stuff, but like, I mean, like, I do know about the +9 stuff, but like, that's not the most helpful part. The most helpful part is the jabs are 6 frames or 5 frames. That tells you like, what gaps in pressure are escapable or not.
Yeah, startup matters, but like, who gives a fuck about like what a jab is on like hit or block? Like, this isn't a game where you can punish jabs.
It matters from a single player perspective, though. Like, if you know your own how plus your own jab is, then that's extra helpful, at least in my experience.
I don't know. If you're stopping at a jab, like, and not like normal canceling it, like, I don't know, like, that frame data will never be applicable, like, to like 99.9% of the game situations. Yeah, other games that
I don't know. I
mean,
think
you're
because
mixing
like
after
forward
hitting
light
a
punch.
jab. If you're mixing after hitting a jab, you're getting mashed on. Like that's all that's happening.
Yeah, but the
Like-
thing is, like, for example, if you jab them right, and then you're like +6 on block or whatever, and then you have to stagger a low. You don't want to cancel into a low because the block string. So if you stagger a low, like by I think it was like 3 frames, then you end up doing a low mix up there. Alternatively, you can do jab and press forward heavy punch as fast as possible, and there's exactly like a 2-frame gap. So they only have 2 frames to actually input anything to get out of like an overhead situation.
I
Like,
think
knowing
that's a
the information's
situation.
helpful.
I think that's a situation where knowing the frame data doesn't help at all. I think you just need to know what the actual options are, which you can learn from just timing them. Like in games like Street Fighter, where like links and shit are important, and like frame trapping is way more important. I think like frame data off like lights is really important. But like these games where like you don't stop at lights ever, pretty much, just due to like again like how you have assists, like how pressure works. Like I really don't think like the frame data on jabs is really that important outside of startup. And again, that's what the only one who ever gets referenced is Fortune, right? Because she has 5 frames and the hitbox is really tall. But like you never hear people talking about how Philly is fucking jabs 5 frames either, right? Because the hitbox actually kind of sucks.
Yeah, I mean that obviously matters too. Don't get me wrong, but like I don't know, maybe it's just me thing. Because like I definitely like knowing why the stuff I'm doing works. Because if I don't know why it works, then I'm just gonna doubt myself constantly.
I think that's like the fucking part of like when people say like you don't need frame data, like that's what people are I think referring to a lot of the time, where it's like you don't need frame data for that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's way more worth knowing that like Phileas stand fierce is -4 on block, right? Like that's actually like kind of important to know.
Real Robot Squiggly's standing light punch is +9 on hit.
This kill. Can this go in the Squiggly level 3 after the last hit? Or we're just not gonna do it? You gotta DHC that. You probably could have killed. There would have been a legitimate use for Squiggly level 3. How does that make you feel?
If it's gonna kill, it's fine. It's damage, I guess.
It's funny too, because that's like one of the best Marvel 3 supers. And it's just terrible.
Way
I mean,
better in Marvel though. It's like so much better in Marvel.
it's more hits, it tracks better, it's 1 meter, it's attached to a better character.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
it's attached to a character with a teleport.
It's also what's it called? Like there was also the never mind. Whatever. By the way, like there's a way you can make it work, but it's not good. Where it's like if you are somehow in neutral again at the end of the game and you use a level 3, then as soon as they find themselves blocking it, you can use center stage because center stage pulls the character, but not the level 3. So you can basically
really?
you can get 2 level 3s out of it basically for free.
It's Dormammu's stalking flare is what we're talking about. It's one of his level 1s where he puts out a fireball and he goes run, and then you have to hit like what's it like 7 hits or something? It's like a lot of hits.
Yeah.
The
And I think
fucking-
unlike Squiggly's, it doesn't go down either, does it? Like it just stays there until you hit it or until you block it. I'm not positive about that though.
Yeah, I mean it's like Squeeze where the duration. I think the duration exists, but it's fucking like gigantic, and it's like you just need to block it. But yeah, it tracks better. It moves way slower. It's a 1 meter super, which is the big thing.
And if you want to think about a slightly more newer game, who's the tuning guy in Guilty Gear Rev 2?
Tuning?
The big guy throws out fireballs also. His name is he like calls himself like a tuning character. Like he's like it's a chick in a mech. Like a big old
Cum.
Yeah, that guy. Is it not Coom? Is it actually Cum?
It is Cum, but it's KUM,
okay.
so I'll say Cum till the day I die.
Ah, yes. Alright, so Coom has basically a Squiggly level 3 that is 11,000 times better. It's like, and you can just watch it and observe it. Like, it's just on your opponent way more, and you can do a lot more while it's on your opponent. Squiggly's level 3 also has a heck ton of recovery and stuff like that. Nonetheless,
Yeah,
it's gonna kill.
I mean, there's mad shit like that in Guilty Gear 2, though, like Split CL, like fucking Leo, heavy Sonic Boom, you know, like there's tons of shit like that. Secret Garden, like all that shit.
Mm-hmm. Now, we spent a little bit of time talking about frame data. That obviously doesn't apply to the beginner bracket, like debates aside. So the one thing I am going to tell you guys, because it's the most important thing, Remember QB. Oh yeah, thank you, local dons. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get QB on here next against Kengi. So if Kengi versus QB, you guys, if you two want to get into the lobby, please go ahead and do so. But also back to the previous match. Hopefully you guys are either still watching or still watching. Still watching the VOD or still watching the stream. But guys gotta learn not just better B&Bs, but like just all the B&Bs that are available in the B&B compendium, because it's gonna get you more familiar with the character. Like Kenji was talking about earlier, where you just gotta play more to get more familiar with the character. One of the fastest way to just get a better feel for how the character spacing works and what the links are is just playing and doing the B&Bs and learning them and practicing them in the lab. So check out the B&B compendium. B&B, you still have that? Hell yeah. But yeah, like they're gonna help you get more familiar with the character, so we can start talking about more important things like resets, corner carries, and just like neutral options in general. But you really can't do that until you're like really familiar with the character. Like it's gotta be in your fingers, and the best way to do that is practice your B&Bs. So learn your B&Bs. They're gonna get you familiar with your links, and also what's it called? Make sure you can do them 10 times in a row in both directions, and if you want to be really hardcore, make sure you can do it on all weights, because sometimes timing can be different from character to character. But like eventually you want to be at the level where you can do your B&Bs that much on every character. Luck.
Good luck. Yeah, good. You gotta just have the Star Fox soundboard on deck, especially since all the uncompressed audio is available now.
Oh, uncompressed? We have all the audio now?
Yeah, there was a huge leak of all the Nintendo data, so there's uncompressed Star Fox voice lines.
That's fantastic. Is that when they found the Luigi model in Mario 64?
Yeah.
Nice.
Alright, Kubi, second chance. After this, you're banned forever.
You're not. But Kenji will ban you forever.
I will ban you forever. Also, you'll be banned from all online play of Dragon Ball FighterZ for the Nintendo Switch.
It's on Switch? Wait, I didn't even know this. I mean, I guess
It is on Switch, but that's not the point. That's obviously not the point.
Mario is literally in Luigi's Mansion, though. He's in the ending cutscene.
He's also in the painting.
Yeah, he's also always in the painting. That is also true.
Yo, someone find me the uncompressed audio of all the different Mario cries when you press A in Luigi's Mansion.
I'm actually surprised. The model has the backpack inherently ingrained to it. I thought it was like... That's interesting. Because Luigi doesn't always have the backpack, so they made two separate models. One with the backpack and one without it.
Also, you ever hear that Wax Joint Coins where EOM samples the Game Boy Horror startup noise?
No, I did not. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's fucking ill. It's also like one of Wax's best songs, because it's just like a verse. But it's one of those like, you know, like white boy, like punchline based songs, but it's fucking sick. Rest in peace, EOM, man. That guy was fucking sick. He made some sick beats of that like kinda SoCal backpackery days.
Banging ask who wants to play Skullgirls on Switch single Joy-Con.
True.
The Skullgirls version of the Switch deployment of Skullgirls is like not the best, but it does have a working lab, and that's what I use it for all the time. I just use it to practice stuff in my car whenever I'm bored. Good thing to do on the go, I guess.
Yeah. Dude, there was like that thing of fucking like when Dragon Ball FighterZ got announced for a Switch, and everyone's like, "Oh, I'm gonna lab with it or whatever." And then there was this like one streamer who's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get that too, so I can like lab it and like do this shit." And then his girlfriend's like, "Where do you go? You don't leave the house." Fucking
Alright, so I got kicked. I don't know if you're still watching the fight.
It's counting down to 0 for me.
Got it. Alright, we're gonna try this one more time.
I'm stuck on 0. Oh, now I'm in, but the countdown's still there, so I'm probably gonna get insta kicked. Yeah. The game failed to consummate for me.
For the record, no, I do not actually play Skullgirls while my Tesla is driving. Or someone gets me arrested.
True.
Oh, is this the Game Boy Horror sampling thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll check
You'll
that
hear
out.
it immediately. You'll hear it immediately if you just play it. Like, it's fucking sick.
do it after the stream.
But damn, they're actually holding a gym. What the fuck? Y'all gonna die. That motherfucker's gonna die.
Break a leg out there.
Is that even worth it, Variant? What the heck is happening? Like Skullgirls just oh my god. Okay, alright.
Yeah, I feel like,
We have a game.
Oh, mine's
Going at like, okay, now it's just dying. I feel like this guy's computer issues haven't solved themselves.
So generally, whenever your opponent calls an assist, you actually want to counter call it with your own assist. You committing your own points to it is very, very dangerous because when your point's being hit, then you A, you can't use an assist, and B, like your point's losing a lot of health because you can combo that really easily without your assist being able to help you out of it, you know, unless your assist is already started up. There are ways to make it safer, but all in all, you should not be like using your heavy brass to punish your opponent's brass assist. That's just strictly working at a negative. Also, don't throw out brass in neutral, obviously.
Yeah. Oh my god.
If you're gonna end in pressure, don't end it in DP. End it in actually just light giant stuff. Like, it's better to mix instead of just committing to being punished.
Man, we're just pressing random ass buttons, aren't we?
I mean, I don't know if it's a connection thing because, like, I mean, it's already been pretty bad.
That's true.
Why light A-train? So, okay, if you think about it, the reason command grabs are useful, I mean, there's lots of reasons command grabs can be useful, but especially light A-train or things of, like, a similar fashion, the reason they're good is because you can cancel into them out of a move on block or whatever, and you can also, like, delay cancel it, you can stagger it. So, like, it ends up letting you frame trap into a command grab all the time, and in the corner you get to convert off of it. Throwing it out in neutral makes no sense. Using it as a part of a mix almost makes no sense unless you're in the corner, then you can kind of throw it in there, again, after or when you're canceling a normal into it. Just throwing it out is just do a normal grab. Like, why aren't you just doing a normal grab? You'll save OTG, and you get to convert off of it anyway and do a full combo, so why not?
Alright, let's see if I can actually view this game.
Not a hard replay, you're just dumb. Well, I mean...
Some would say they're one and the same.
Gentlemen and ladies, it's showtime!
Or, you know, if you're just playing Zangief.
I got kicked again. I saw sweep into M-Bang and then the game died.
Every single time. No, it's like they do like 2 buttons, the game freezes for like 5 seconds, and then it's fine. What's happening? I got kicked? Are they playing? No, we all got kicked. Alright, what's going on, guys? Like, what is the connection like? You two, one of you two tell me.
Yeah, like, someone say something. It lags every time I hit it.
him. Well, that's not a good sign.
Dude, we're lag switching? We're lag switching in Get Gr8?
I mean, QB has always had questionable internet, but like I don't think they're lag switching. Also, it looks like their computer just crashed. All right, QB, it looks like your computer is still having issues. We might just have to.
Discord.
All right, let's see what's happening.
His net's acting up. He can't play.
All right. Okay. Screw it. Who was? Well, so it was supposed to be an open lobby. So if anyone wants to hop in and fight Kengi, just go ahead and do so. We got 2 more games. Let's go.
Yeah.
Or honestly, you might want to give him 3 because the last one was pretty fucked up. Also.
Who is it?
All right, Very good. Just gets 3 sets. I don't. At this point, I'm too much in a hurry to actually care. So let's do it.
You got something you need to do after this?
Yeah, around 5. So like in an hour, in an hour and 10 minutes.
I mean, I can just do the rest if you need to jump.
It's not that bad. Like, I mean, as long like I gave myself a little bit of buffer time too, in the worst case. So like, I have scheduling skills. After doing this for 4 years, you'd think.
Oh, you don't know. Crank has a very stringent masturbation regimen. He can't afford to miss it.
It's true. Every 15 minutes. If you ever hear me go quiet, you know why.
Not true. You hear about that dude who was like trying to sue Twitch because like he can't stop jacking it?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
How do you're gonna sue Twitch for that?
Like
He's like, I have a sex addiction and like OCD, so like every time I like see female streamers, I like have to masturbate and I've like chafed my dick raw, and that's Twitch's fault.
What are you supposed to do?
Like-
Like warnings, like be aware you may be addicted to sex after watching.
He's just like a lawsuit troll that he hopes like one will stick. Like he sues a bunch of like video game companies too for like other shit that's like kind of similar. That's like just,
basically.
yeah, and he's just like hoping that someone will just like pay him money to go away. But like he's always representing himself. Like he's never like had a fucking lawyer represent him because obviously all this shit's like insane.
Algorithm facilitates his needs, etc. What a load of shit.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, like, and he's like, yeah, so I'm seeing like Twitch and like Pokimane, and like, I was like, what the fuck?
So when you're using Hatred Guard on incoming, there's actually a mix. Well, I mean, all right. So now at least you have the information that you know what your opponent's not respecting it, right? So that's good. The fact of the matter is that's a bad mix-up. Like it's not a good actual incoming setup. What you generally do is you trick your opponent into doing that, and then flight cancel just as they're coming in, and then either do a mix or get ready to block. Otherwise, you're gonna get tempted like that, or honestly, any button like that.
We talking about holding Hatred Guard on incoming?
Yeah.
As a mix, you cancel that into either grab or letting it rock.
Yeah, but that's my point. Like, you cancel. You don't, like, you either flight cancel or do anything. Like, you don't usually let it rock, though. Like, letting it rock is, like, only if your opponent's just giving it way too much respect. You basically...
I mean, I let it rock if I think they're gonna grab tech on incoming.
Player 1 wins.
Really? Is
Yeah.
that how you're actually supposed to do that? Like, is that a real painful thing?
I mean, there's a couple things you can do. You can also, like, fast fall it and then go low, right? But... it's like it's the lowest execution way of doing that, right? Because you just let go of the button and like immediate. But I mean, technically, yeah, I guess you could like flight cancel medium kick or something. But then they see you flight cancel, right? And then like it's higher execution. But I mean, the main mix-up is you hold that shit so that they can't like hit you immediately, and then you flight cancel and then grab them.
Never mind. Take back what I said, I guess. I don't know.
It's like it's a pretty low level mix, but it's like doing the Eliza stand medium punch incoming.
I kind of see what you're saying. I mean, but it's like the Eliza standing medium punch is like disjointed and straight upward. And there's a left-right aspect to it when you like, depending on how much you dash before you go into it. When you do the Hatred Guard thing, there's no movement there.
I mean, it's armored though.
Yes.
So it can dissuade a lot of shit, because a lot of times then, like Gregor, you can just unfly. You can unfly, block that shit, and punish. And obviously, like, Timpani, you can just fly above where Timpani hits, so that's, like, easy. Valentine, you can't really, it'll just bus-ass you. Because it's, like, 7 hits at once.
So, in case you're not really familiar with this, grabbing out of pressure is an incredibly risky option. It's a good option, don't get me wrong, because your opponent will often be trying to bait out a reversal or something, especially if you have meter like that. But grabbing out of pressure is incredibly risky because it sets your character model's height to its tallest value. So any opponent that's floating above you is just going to be able to hit you. You also can't cancel it into DP for obvious reasons. So, like, that's why you got completely demolished by Fortune in the corner right there. You got out, so good work, but, like, that's incredibly risky, so do that very sparingly. Honestly, I was expecting that to lose. Definitely, I'm not gonna say that was good work. Again, I mentioned this in a previous matchup. It might have been with you, but yeah, I think it was you when you were fighting QB that one game that it actually worked. QB was punishing your brass with their point character. Don't do that. Don't make the same mistake he did or they did. Make sure if you are punishing your opponent's assist, you're doing it with your own assist. Otherwise, you have to be hella safe. Like, you have to know for sure you're gonna be fine. Doing H-press at neutral is not gonna be fine, no matter who you're punishing. This is one of those things that's do as I say, not as I do, because I'm too bad.
Also, doing, like, Hatred Guards like that in block strings is super fucking risky, too, because, like, you can get duffed pretty hard for it. Or you can just get grabbed, also. Yeah. Like, against Painwheel, like, Mirrors, like, obviously she doesn't have a reversal that she can just scoop you with, but you can still get grabbed. Wow, that was a wacky SP.
Armored normals are fun. Like, that's so good.
I mean, they're really broken in this game, too, because of, like, how they both pre-block. So it's like,
oh my God, I'm holding
up.
True.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, I'm holding up back, and I'm just stuck on the ground. Like, that's the main reason they're really strong in this game.
I mean, every game has some level of pre-block, right? It's just in this game it's like a little bit too much because they're trying
No,
to
like,
attack more.
Marvel 3 doesn't really.
Marvel 3 has no pre-block?
I don't think so. That's why chicken blocking's insane in that game.
So
But
you
you-
just have to
but-
like down back
but
almost
pressure-
everything if you don't want to give up spacing then, right? Because you can't.
I mean, but pressure's insane, so you can grind them down to the ground.
Okay, that's fair. Alright.
But yeah, I mean that's like one of Hulk's strongest things, that his H has armor on it.
Okay.
Like, armor normal-
level 3 by the way. So
Armor normals are usually pretty good, but like, what makes him strong actually differs a lot from game to game. Like, now that I think about it, right? Like what makes Broly super strong? Like Broly's armor on his normals is actually like one of their like isn't that big a deal, honestly. Like the armor on his command grab is the way bigger thing.
just jump up and grab or jump up and press jumping leg kick. Using A train on incoming doesn't actually help that much.
Yeah.
You get armor,
You'll
I guess,
get-
so that's kind of cool. But like, you're just gonna get.
Yeah. Yeah, it like doesn't meaningfully cover anything that you couldn't cover better.
We'll be right back after these messages.
There were a lot of. I mean, maybe I'm making this up. Maybe I'm hallucinating, but I feel like there was a lot of dropping there on Kangli's side. So make sure you're practicing your B&Bs. That I shouldn't have to tell you that, especially because it's an intermediate bracket at this point. But make sure you are like, again, able to do your combo 10 times in a row, left, right on all characters. Like I know it's a lot of work, but that's homework that you got to be able to do. And I remember someone was asking me earlier where it's like they can do it all the time in the lab, like they have no trouble, but they can't do it in a game. That's because it's two separate skills. Being able to do it in a game is going to be a lot harder if you can't do it in the lab 10 times in a row against all characters. But once you can do that, the next step is to practice it in game. It doesn't directly translate. Like you have to now be able to do it, hit confirm into it, be aware of your links, and then like get into doing your B&Bs.
Yeah.
You practice your
You know,
B&Bs once a day, then you're not really getting better.
Yeah, don't worry about your performance anxiety. It happens to everybody.
No, but like,
Yeah,
if
girls-
you're practicing every day, that's great. But like, make sure you're doing it a lot more than just like, hey, I'm gonna try my combo a couple of times. Like, basically, I mean, here's an example. Whenever I'm playing, I literally go in for like an hour and a half at minimum, and then like the first thing is like spend the first hour just making sure I can do all my combos, like warming up my fingers to it, and then I go spend like 30 minutes on quick match or something. Like,
Whenever I do combos, I picture myself in my underwear, normally because I'm playing in my underwear.
Do you imagine yourself as is?
Yeah, I don't have a very active imagination, man.
Just have a mirror in front of you just to remind yourself what you look like.
Yeah, it's like, damn, what I look like in my underwear.
Also, don't Daisy reversal. Please don't ever do that again. I'm gonna hope that was an accident.
Also, yeah, what is these squiggly combos? Like, you will need to learn some goddamn squiggly combos.
What are you learning? You're learning Valentine? Look up Nephros' stuff. It's not the best, obviously, because I mean, it's not super optimized, but Nephros' Valentine separator is actually pretty legit. So look up how he's using bypass, because you get mid-screen level mortis conversions, and it's pretty dope.
Oh, that's punishable? Oh, wait, no, never mind, not enough health. That's a damn shame.
I think Nephros has a YouTube channel, right, where you post all this stuff. He's one of those people. So you should be able to find it there. What assist are you running? Are you not running? I actually don't think you called assist. I don't honestly know.
I think it was bypass.
Okay. That's good, at least.
Yeah, I mean, there's literally no other Valentine assist to run.
At least not with Squiggly, for sure.
Not with anyone, man, like, to be honest.
Actually, well, yeah, well... Yeah.
Unless, like, you're already better than the other person, and then you, like, set it to Vile Assist. That's, like, the only other thing.
Yeah, like, Vile Assist is, like, if you're really cheeky. Like, it can be cool, but, like, that's not what you use.
It can be cool, and again, only if you're already better than the other person, so you don't need an assist to, like, help you do
Yeah,
anything.
well, I mean, I was thinking, like, if you set it to crouching medium kick, it's, like, a shitty lockdown. And also, it lets you alpha counter in and cancel it into Vile Load or counter or whatever, like, you want to.
Yeah, but then you're running a normal as your fucking, assist, and that's just gonna get
Which
just
is
blown
not
up.
unusual. I don't know. It's not unusual. Like, I've seen crouching medium kick on Valentine a lot because she doesn't exactly
Yeah,
have
because
the best
it's
option.
the recommended assist. That's why it's not good.
It's like, I don't know. I feel like it's like playing Pinwheel. It's like, what assist are you gonna run? Like, Toluda runs standing grab assist because, like, there's nothing else you can really use. You can use Cruel Lily, but, like, the hitbox on that is not the most generous.
Yeah,
Running north. Like, what are you gonna run besides Fiber?
Yeah, yeah, like, Fortune, Painwheel, Valentine, they're all just, like, have terrible assists. Like, just a terrible suite of assists.
And it's unfortunate.
And then you have, like, Big Ben, Sarabella, like, just have, like, 3 good assists each. Like...
Alright. So, I want you to be very careful there. I understand that you're like, see, I can make Daisy Reversal work. That doesn't mean it's a good idea. You should not use it. Like, there are a billion things your local dunce could have done to beat that out. Because your local dunce, as Fortune, has a million options to float in the air. They have, like, 6 jumps. So, like, at any point they could have gone, pressed the button, floated in the air, and then gone into Air Super, and you would have died. Like, it is... that even when it works, it was going to not work.
That thing, like, who else has just, like, a terrible selection of assists?
I mean, it's like Victory, right? Like Painwheel, Fortune, and Valentine.
Yeah, most characters have at least one. I think that the next, like, most last selector is, like, Squiggly, because she only has one, like, halfway decent assist.
That's not true. Squiggly has a couple of actually really, really cool options. It's just using them is difficult. It's not easy. And you generally, because considering how heavy of a neutral character she is, usually want her for a neutral assist, which she doesn't have. She does not have a good neutral assist at all, really. So that kind of sucks. But, like, in general, like, I've seen people make Liver Mortis work really well. Liam made Silver Cord work, which was really, really cool, but it didn't stick with it.
Yeah, I think that's just people being asleep. Like, I don't think it's actually good. Like, just because you win with it doesn't mean it's good, right?
Oh yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, he didn't try to win with it. He didn't play it as a team, like, on Quick Match or anything. Like, he came up with tech with it, where it's like, I can do really good set play with this, but I hate Squiggly as a character, so he just didn't play it. And
Banana do that play with, what's it called, Bella Command Grab Assist, that doesn't mean it's a good assist.
But what's let's go. You can also run Cremation, you can also run Dragon Bite, like, those actually work in neutral pretty well.
Yeah,
it's like, there's a lot of options.
Cremation works only with certain characters, but, like, that sometimes can be the best thing, but, like, Dragon Bite usually is, like, by far and away her best assist, and it's not a really good assist as far as assist goes.
If you absolutely need a directional assist, Cremation will get the job done instead of Dragon Bite. I like the fact that it's a low and a lockdown. Like, that's pretty nice. Not something you get
Yeah.
often. Which is another reason why Valentine's Crouching Medium Kick might work, because the low and a lockdown. Like, that's kind of nice. It's bad. It's not the greatest by any means, but, like, it's a better option. Like, Fuqua, I was gonna say Fuqua is, like, the next worst. But, like, what do you run as an assist besides, like, Fireball, maybe? Or Drill. Like, Drill Reversal, I guess. That's a thing. Like, it's skills like shit.
Yeah, Drill, again, is, like, a pretty good assist. But it's, like, the only one she has. But, like, that's fine. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, Philia has 2, like, pretty decent assists. Although one's usually better. You know, Peacock has, like, 1 insanely good assist and then a bunch of other, like, just kind of okay assists.
Alright, so that was Grey Arsenic versus your local dunce. Grey Arsenic, at some point, if you're bored or whatever, DM me what combo you're using, because I want to know what you're actually doing. I feel like sometimes you're just pressing buttons, which is, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like it's just like I think it's time you clean up and, like, start using more optimal combos, because, like, it just feels lackluster what you're doing. And I just kind of want to know, like, because Squiggly does so much damage. She's one of the higher damage characters in the game, and to get that in combination with one of the best neutral characters in the game, like, you have to gotta be getting work done every time you get a hit confirm, and it's kind of strange that you're not doing that. I kind of want to know what combo you're using, and I want to see if we can fix that, so message me some point. Getting really antsy to hit confirm stuff.
M-Shadow assist does more damage than Brass. 1, I don't believe you. 2, M-Shadow isn't a full screen armored assist.
M-Shadow assist does more damage to routes than Brass. That's horseshit. That is just absolute horseshit.
Yeah, like, but again, even if that was true, Brass would still be a better assist.
Yeah. It's also the best counter call assist in the game, like, oh my god.
Yeah.
It does so much damage to an opponent's assist.
It's an insane neutral assist too, because it's gigantic and full screen.
Yeah.
And armored, so like you can't stuff it out. Whereas like M Shadow, 1, it has non-invincible, non-armored startup, and 2, the Shadow itself has a hurt box.
You're not capping, you'll DM me the route. Alright.
I mean, what are you talking about? A route for 1 character? Like, I mean, it might, right? Because like it's longer active frames and it's still only like 2 hits, right? Like it might, but M Shadow's a pretty terrible assist because it's like you need to win.
Who? Like, who specifically are we talking about before I even continue to argue this?
I would assume Painwheel, right? Because you could probably get a charged normal.
There's no way that Pinwheel doesn't get more damage off of Brass. That blows my mind. Bella. That's even... What?
Pretty sure that's not true.
So first of all, I'm assuming it's mid-screen only, because in corner, Bella Brass damage is insane. So, it's mid-screen only, and...
Yeah, you can
I
get.
Still don't see it. I still don't see it.
You can get over 10k in the corner with Bella Brass.
Alright, so who's up right now? It's you. It's actually literally you, Lito. The time has come.
The wheel of fate is churning.
Can't escape from crossing fate. That's probably the best fight intro that Arxis has ever done.
That's a pretty good. It's not a bad one at all. Especially like they made that like really cringy ass Ruby song like actually contextually good.
On your way. Awesome.
Yeah, the game kind of sucks.
I could not get it. Forget like the actual fighting game aspect. Literally everything around the fighting game aspect was enough to discourage me from playing the game. I hated the UI. I hated the everything about the online play. I hate like it was such a not happy experience just interacting with the game, let alone actually playing the game.
Yeah, because the base of the game is BlazBlue, the fucking worst fighting game ever.
It's not. Come on, man. It's not that bad.
You know how I fucking feel about BlazBlue.
I know how you feel about BlazBlue, but like, it just doesn't feel objective. Like, it's not that bad.
I think it's better than like most of the games that have come out, right? Like I'd play BlazBlue probably over like Sam Show or something, or like Soul Calibur, but like I don't know, like BlazBlue, like I don't know. It's just like there's so many better games you can play that do the same thing.
Yeah, I just like the character design and movesets in a lot of the characters. They're considering how big the cast is. It's like a pretty unique moveset for across the board. And like, I mean, maybe it's just the characters I play. Like I played like 7-8 different characters in BlazBlue, but like, it was. I don't know about competitive. Like I watched a few tournaments and it was still pretty cool. Like I had no doubt about it. But like I haven't played in a tournament for BlazBlue, so I don't actually know. Who do I main? I don't know. I jump around a lot. I played Platinum the Trinity. I played what's her face, Lychee Fei Ling. Who, by pure chance, I found out... Lychee Fei Ling was my first main in BlazBlue, and I found out she's voiced by the same person as Squiggly, by pure chance, which is weird. It's also why Squiggly has a Lychee Fei Ling skin, which I also found out afterwards.
It's 3 flat games, Lalita.
Yeah, 3 flat games, not first to 3. What else? I also played Bullet, I also played Makoto Nanaya before she got nerfed to the ground. There were like 2 or 3 other characters that I played casually, but those are the...
I can't believe they really fucked up tag too. Like I was like, man, you actually got like a lot of fucking like, you know, different games in this shit. Like how'd you fuck that up? People love that shit, myself included.
I just love the fact that like everyone wants BlazBlue versus Guilty Gear. It's like here's BlazBlue versus literally everything that's not Guilty Gear.
Yeah, but I mean they had it versus fucking Persona 4 Arena, and I'm like, I'm down for that shit. Hell yeah.
It would have been so much nicer if they kept it loyal to the mechanics of the games that were fun. I think that would have been really nice. But,
Yeah, I mean the system mechanics for that game just kind of suck. And then like,
oh, I can't believe
support for the game just dried up.
Is that always how that looks on a white? Because that was like really high up. I did not think that was gonna win.
It was a weird conversion. It's not enough to. Oh, that is. Oh, right, I forgot ratio.
It kind of sucks that Painwheel can't really mash in that situation because she doesn't have anything that is actually great to press. But otherwise, that was a obvious burst opportunity. It's just like there's no reason for you to be mashing anything because you have nothing to mash. Maybe like level 1. If you were mashing level 1, that would have worked out fine for you.
Big. I mean, like, I think this one you just have to like space out because again, you can soak the bombs really easily and then just like have like I don't know what pin you're using, but I assume it's like M or something. If you have M, right, that shit comes out fast enough that you can kind of just soak the bombs with your approach, and then like have that lock them down. But like you see, like you're doing tier toss instead. Like it's not working out. Yeah, and then you're jumping and calling like assist. It's like, well, of course they can just do whatever you want. And again, everyone just like loses their mind when Lenny's on screen and has no idea what to do. And you're just like, see how he's just like really trying to just, like, get hopeful that like a raw dash jump like fierce will like work. See, like he has no plan to get in really. It's like he just hopes he stays still and like presses a button at the exact wrong time.
Sorry, this is gonna be kind of janky, but this is something that Kenji put into my brain a little while ago, but you could have actually eaten that George by calling your assist in that situation. There's actually no reason for you to get hit and stop your combo. Like, it's kind of shitty to use your assist, but it would have worked.
Yeah, you got again, it's really easy because I play big band. But yeah, and a lot of times if there's a George behind you walking, you can call your assist to absorb it, so that you can continue your combo. But yeah, I mean, this is the thing that, like, when people, like, just find Peacock completely unbeatable, it's like, oh, I can't approach because she just teleports out, and I, like, have no structured offense, so, like, the reversals are just free type thing, you know what I mean? Like, so you don't know how to do anything besides run forward and, like, hope that they're, like, zoning in the wrong pattern. See? You're getting 50-50'd off teleports for, like, when you don't have to be. All that type shit. And again, like, just, like, thinking that you can't move when Lenny's there. See? Yeah, 50-50 off the teleport.
It was actually tough to move because there were just so many things on the screen. It's not just Lenny in that situation, but I guess
I mean, but you can PBGCM Egret and start moving.
I guess that's true, yeah.
Yeah, see,
I'll
like,
point out that throws have worked, I think, twice at this point. Like, at this point, you shouldn't be going for high-lows. Like, I know you want to get a high-low because you want the damage, but in that situation, you could have killed with anything. You should have just gone for a grab, because it's
I mean, did you see, like, he had Peacock in the corner, he just stands there and lets the bomb, like, lose the game, like, just kill him for the win. Like, I don't understand what the thought process is there. You know what I mean?
Oh, he's up backing. What are you saying? When did he up back?
Yeah, I don't know. People just have no idea what they're looking at, I think.
I don't know. You join immediately here, Kenji flaming.
Yeah, it's like 90% of the stream.
Quiet on the set.
Let's see. Dash a blow again.
Yeah, it's just weird that like
twice and gone for a grab because like you know it's a Peacock so unless she's being really aggressive, she's just gonna like jump backwards or dash back.
Yeah. Yeah, again, like just let them charge a level 3 item and like you're holding back in the corner. Like I don't understand like what the game plan is here.
It's just all right. So let's just say they don't have Peacock matchup experience, so maybe they don't have a game plan. Like they should still be like aware of a couple of options.
Yeah, I mean they should at least be moving, right? Like if you just stand still, you lose every single matchup in every fighting game ever. If you just like never move.
Yeah. Unless you're
yeah.
That one guy in Killer Instinct, I guess, but like the guy in Killer Instinct who like just is not supposed to move at all. He just makes summons things and does things for him or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of cool, especially like in a mirror matchup because it just looks like there's like a weird RTS going on where it's just people moving other things around.
Yeah, you gotta take some initiative for yourself. Like I know Peacock's super fucking strong, but solo Peacock has only so many like options she can do at once.
When a Peacock doesn't have an assist, there are gaps. Take advantage of those gaps. And approach in using all sorts of movement options. You don't just have to jump. Let your assist eat stuff and just block dash. And again, pay attention to what works, especially between games, right? Like between games is the easiest part. Doing it within a game is tough. But like between games, you should have been like, all right, when did I actually get a hit confirm? And
that's true. Yeah. So when the reversal Daisy works, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, just take note of that and make sure that you incorporate it more into your game plan, because, you know, you gotta do it work.
Like, dash up grab with Parasol is actually a good option, though.
Yeah, I know. I'm just giving you shit.
I would assume... You act like I thought you were being serious. Why the fuck would I ever assume you're being serious if you say Daisy anything? You went out of your way to remove Daisy from every combo that you made for me.
I mean, that's just because I think doing Daisy in combos is like annoying because Squiggly gained more meter to actually be insanely good, but she doesn't, so it's not
so good for damage though. It really
is, but like it just is like, hey, you'll never win a game because you'll never have meter to like do anything else.
Something I really want to just drill into everybody who ever touches Squiggly ever is Daisy is an offense tool. It is not a reversal. Do not use it as a defensive option. You will just get beat. You can use it as a defensive option when it's like appropriate to use it as an offense option, if that makes sense. Where it's like if someone's SSJing you and you have time to use Daisy, just go ahead and use Daisy. But you're using that aggressively, like not in order to get out of pressure.
I mean, that's just a true punish, right? That's not like a...
Yeah, it's true punish.
Not an option. It's like yeah, if they have like...
Even against double, you're not using it as a reversal. Like, when she uses Card Super, you can use Daisy to iframe through it and get a heavy counter hit punish. Like, that's a thing.
Yeah, there's like, what else? There's like Gregor, full screen arm, that type shit.
Do we got Scene versus Graham? Yeah, we do. Alright. So, in words of Scene himself, he is, quote, "I am just here to hit people." So, start smacking.
Cool. Dirty Beowulf player, dude. No respect.
Alright, Scene, if you're listening, I just cannot remember because I was incredibly drunk. Was it you? Were you the one that showed me how to play Sam Show at CEO Taku? Because that was the night where I told Cadenza to fuck me up and then asked for another one that was twice as strong. And then I went to get pizza for everybody. That's all I remember.
This wasn't 2017, right?
No, this was like last year. This is like when I commentated top 8.
Okay. And dude threw like 2 beams and thought it was a good idea to build heads against Bayo A-Train. I don't understand. And now you're dead. And now you're like, what, 4 touches away from losing the game? Maybe 5, because that wasn't completely optimal Bayo set play.
CEO Taku comes back next year. Yeah, I honestly... I really hope the tournaments don't come back until like mid-year next year, because holy shit, do people need to stop and let everything go away.
Dude, all the esports arena fucking locations are open right now.
That's so dumb.
Yeah, especially the one in Arlington, Texas, dude. They're just money-hungry fucking, just like, they got no moral compass, dude.
Texas has been notorious for being really bad about dealing with COVID, though.
Oh yeah, it's full of fucking Republicans, dude. Of course it is.
I expected better of at least Austin. It's like
dude, the county where my mom lives is like the 3rd highest like in fucking cases, and my mom lives in the fucking suburbs outside of Dallas. The other 2 highest are the fucking Dallas and Houston County. It's like places with like giant urban centers, and then fucking like this suburban fucking white ass town. But yeah, and then like
no, so Graham is fighting Scene because Scene is fighting an open lobby. Graham never asked, but like they just want to jump in now. Like that's fine. I don't have enough energy to complain.
Yeah, but yeah, like I saw like the dude, like people were like, you're fucking insane. Like, why are you opening the shit? And he's like, oh, so people can like go to Walmart, but like we have to start playing locals again sometime. It's like, one, no, we don't, first of all. Second of all, yeah, getting food's way more important than, like, playing Smash with your fucking, like, with fucking strangers.
You're also, like, you know, more than 6 feet apart at Walmart, because you can walk around people. You're sitting in a chair next to a person crammed in front of a TV. You're playing at a local.
Yeah, it's like, it's fucking insane. Like, yeah, it's like it's not like, oh, people are like actually circulating in and out, like in a group. No one's like staying there for longer than they need. It's like, yo, the local people are just gonna be in that one area for like however many fucking hours. Yeah, it's insane. I mean, people are just like morally bankrupt. Nice.
Snap. Re-kill right away. Oh, is what I would say.
Fucked it up. Oh my god.
Over 3,000 hours this game, we're still dropping double snaps. Where have you been seen?
True.
Have you even played 3,000 hours?
Me?
Yeah, how much have you played?
I checked recently. It was like way higher than I like wanted it to be. Let me check right now. How do I see this again? Library?
Library, then store page. You actually have to go to the store page to be able to see. so stupid. Actually, I don't know. Wait, I think in the library it does show your total
okay.
hours. Just you can't see how much you played in the last 2 weeks.
Almost 1900.
Almost 1900, yeah. A lot.
Just a lot. Nah, it's not supposed to be Guile. I forget what it's supposed to be, but it's definitely not Guile.
Like some sort of master wrestler.
Damn, we getting perfected right now, my guy? Oh, never mind.
Unfortunate.
Well, okay, so who really won then, if he didn't get perfected? But no one will ever beat Guilt in number of fucking hours, dude.
Wait, what? What's Guild?
No one will ever beat like 5,000 or something, man.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't think you can physically catch up to that. I remember one time I was like, Peck was sharing his hours, and it was like 4,700 at some point. That was like 2 years ago. It's just like, Jesus, how? Playing this game for 8 years, and I'm at 1,700, and like half of those are from streaming.
Wait, yours are lower than mine? That's insane.
Yeah. I didn't play this game for most of the time I've been doing anything with this game. I really only started playing like this year, and then once for a couple of months like a few years back when I wanted to win. So this time it's actually sticking, which is good.
And you're gonna be getting destroyed by Bayo Band. Oh, you're getting hard knocked out. Like, why are you not teching? Alright, let's see what you can set up here. But he's probably gonna drop this combo. Oh, he went for a reset. That reset's not that ambiguous though. You gotta do
Don't you
it.
get a slight
Fucking
knockdown at the end of that? Or not a slight knockdown. You get a hard knockdown though, don't you, at the end of that?
at the end of what?
That combo, like the one at the head wrap.
No.
Oh.
Damn, was that heavy symbols? Why were we near so long? Alright, now we're just gonna practice Bella, because it doesn't matter. Oh, never mind. Alright. Should be dead Bella in one reset. Oh, but we have no idea how to do resets, I guess. Alright. Oh, fucks up the incoming. That sucks. But yeah, you gotta be careful with those corpses when you're not fully in the corner.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Heavy counter. Let's go.
Oh, wow, American.
Dropped it, but still got it.
Oh, yeah.
Press the button. Why?
No, he didn't press the button. That was lane cancel, I think.
Oh, it wasn't a counter hit on double. Like double press the button, double shim back. What about A-Train? They blocked. You
might have been
blocked
recovery,
just wait.
Maybe. I don't know. I thought she was still in the recovery from the crouch medium punch.
Maybe.
It should be dead. Okay, or not. We're just gonna. This should be dead. Oh no. Okay.
We don't know level 5. Let's go.
Yeah. Do you not actually know the level 5 input? It's down, down, and 2 kicks.
What? You're joking, right?
Yeah. No, it's down, down, 2 kicks, air okay. Best reversal in the game.
Down, 2 kicks? So there's no side to it or whatever? Like, I mean, I guess it would autocorrect anyways, but like, it's just, you just press down, and 2 kicks. Oh my god.
Down, down, 2 kicks, air okay. It's the best reversal in the game.
Yeah. If you car cancel light DP into it, it's like an instant overhead in a really dumb way. It's kind of funny.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
That's just so fun.
Yeah.
I also really like the like you can do so much funny shit because double just has like every type of like hit stun imaginable, right? So like you can actually like true combo into a Fuku level 5, but only with double. And Sonic has pulled it off in tournament.
My god. I'm seeing the so Varian sent me links to Sev's tweets with showing the M Shadow damage.
Yeah.
This is actually fucking crazy.
It's
How much 12k for 1 bar.
Oh, that's cool.
Or 10k, it's 10k easy one, which is the actual number that matters. Like, that's actually insane.
That's cool. You should still never run M Shadow Assist though.
Good shit. All right. Was that the last matchup? I think that was the last matchup. Cool. Last half of the stream went pretty smoothly. I'm actually surprised. Awesome. Good stuff. So, yeah, keep practicing. A lot of you guys were dropping combos, but you guys are getting better about it. I appreciate that. Definitely better than the last couple of streams. So you guys are working on it, and I appreciate that. Like, keep at it. But yeah, that's it. That's the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. It was a fun time. Also, thank you, Kenji. You know a lot more than I do. And,
SoundCloud.com/Ken the G. You know the deal. End the stream. SoundCloud.com/Ken the G.